Are you looking for true personal freedom? The freedom to design a life you truly desire? Then you're absolutely in the right place. True personal freedom comes from when you take 100% responsibility and control of your money and your mind. Here you're going to learn ideas, tips, and wisdom that's going to help you bridge the gap from where you are now to your dream life in the future. My name is Randy Wilson, and welcome to the Rich Mind Podcast. Okay, welcome back to the Rich Mind Podcast. And in today's episode, I want to share a little bit of a story, something that actually has happened to me and my family here just in the last 48 hours that hopefully will be impactful for you. I want to dig a little bit deeper into beliefs and stories. I shared an episode earlier this last week called That's BS. And the BS represents your beliefs and your stories and how those things are keeping you from achieving the results that you're looking for. And so that exact framework or theory actually just came into play with our personal life and our family. And I wanted to share that story with you. And I do have permission. I asked, this is a story about my wife, and I asked permission before I hit record here, and she gave me permission. So anyways, no worries about that at all. But what has happened is that over the last 12 months or so, my wife and I had made the decision that we want to go into the event space business. She is a wedding planner, a wedding coordinator. She absolutely loves coordinating, planning, helping brides, everything that goes along with weddings and events and all of those things. When we made that decision about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, I should say, decided to almost like put a lot of the things that I was working on hold because I wanted to pursue that with her and give her the flexibility to do whatever she needed to do. Well, with part of that, she decided to go to work, take a W-2 job in what could be considered one of the largest venues we're in Indianapolis, one of the largest venues in Indianapolis. She went to work for the venue to gain experience. She knew she loved doing them, but she wanted to get more experience on the day-to-day, the operations, just everything that goes along with the wedding space. So she did that. She went to work, and it was fantastic. The boss that she was working with, or the people that she was working with, were great. She would come home giddy almost every day with how exciting she was or how excited she was about the wedding that just took place. It was just, it was amazing. Anybody that's talked to her since she took that position should be able to tell you just how fantastic and how happy she is when she's in that environment, which allowed me or helped me choose to continue to push forward with just kind of putting everything that I've been working on a little bit more on pause. So for example, the Amazon business that we had built together, we put that on pause. The coaching that I'd been helping some folks with, I kind of put that on pause. I really wasn't pushing for it a whole lot here the last 6-10 months or so, let's say. So where am I going with the story as far as how it has impacted or what was impacted with her stories and her beliefs? Unfortunately, with this job, there was a transition within the management realm of the facility, and it became more or less a toxic environment, meaning she started to not be happy going to work every day anymore. She started to not enjoy the processes that she was falling in love with just a few months ago, right? So hearing her tell me these things, went to her just in the last couple of days and told her that I say told, and what I mean is that I expressed my concern. Let's say that I expressed the concern that is not what we made this decision for, was to go have a job that was going to make us unhappy, make her unhappy, make her not feel good about what she was doing in a day-to-day basis. So I encouraged her at that moment that she needed to step away from that job She needed to challenge the beliefs that we've been brought up to have, and I have them too. You might have them as well. That when you have a job, you need to stick with that job because it's the only means of safety. It's the only means of making money. It's the only means of being happy, or just the feeling of being with your team, like you're responsible to them or for them. And what I'm trying to express in this story is that that's nowhere near the truth. The truth is that you are responsible for you. You are responsible for your feelings, how you feel, how you show up. You need to take assessment of how you feel on a daily basis with your job. Now, if you come and say that I can't leave or I can't quit because I don't have enough income, that's what we need to have discussions. And we can have those discussions. Reach out to me. Let's talk about different ways where we can help start generating some income. For us, what we're going to do is we're going to just ramp back up our Amazon business. Nothing's changed. We shut some things down, but the processes that we had set up in the past, we could easily begin replicating what we were doing in the future, or what we were doing in the past, and bring that into the future. We were successful before doing it, and we'll be successful again doing it. That gives us the freedom then to do whatever we need to do. So we can then take still the passion. We know that the wedding space, the event space is exactly where Stacy needs to be, which is fantastic. So now we just need to pivot. As I've shared in the past, you'll hear me say a lot, is that we just need to pivot and move towards whatever the next thing is. And this job that she had took, that she was doing to work to learn, not work to earn. Of course, she made some money and we spent that money just like anybody else would. But at the same time, we didn't need that job to survive, which allowed her then to pivot very quickly, because that conversation took place on one day, and that very same day she decided to hang it up, to leave. And I'm super proud of her for doing that, to not staying in a toxic environment that was going to, it was literally going to make her physically start beginning to feel bad, like physically ill, just because of all the stress and all the drama and all the stuff that goes along when you're in a toxic environment. So that's my encouragement for you today. If you have the belief that you cannot leave, or you cannot do something different because of a story that you're telling yourself, because you don't have potential to earn income in other ways, I'm challenging you to rethink that. There are a lot of ways to earn or make. I like to say make. A lot of folks confuse those terms, in my opinion, when they talk about earning money versus making money. If you want to go get another job, then go earn money at another job. There are jobs everywhere. If you want to learn how to make money, there's ways to make money as well. If you would like some help with talking through that and what would be the best situation for you, please feel free. Reach out to me. My social handles are in the show notes. You can email me at randy@randywilsononline.com, and let's talk about it. Let's start up a conversation. Let's see how we can help you uh, start breaking free from these stories and these limiting beliefs that are keeping you tied to a job or a situation that you no longer need to move forward to that bigger vision that you have for yourself. So go out there today and I challenge yourself. Think if you're in a toxic environment, how can you get away from that place, that those people? There are ways. And if money's the problem, then we need to start with, what do we need to do to start generating some income? And we can easily do that. And when I say easily, I don't mean that it's an easy process. It will take some time. It will take some effort, but we just try to keep it as simple as we possibly can. So to my wife, Stacy, super proud of you. Super proud that you were able to step into knowing and understanding and feeling that within yourself, but then having the courage, because it took a lot of courage to break free from that environment that was not serving her anymore. So Stacy, I'm super proud of you. Those of you that are listening to me today, if that resonates with you, take some action. Figure out what we can do to break free from these binds that are holding us back, these limiting beliefs and these limiting stories, and you can do it. So hopefully that encourages you, that is encouraging to you today. Go out there, make it a fantastic day. I look forward to connecting with you all very soon. Until the next episode, bye now. Thank you for joining me on the Rich Mind Podcast. I hope you found a ton of value in this episode. If so, I'd really appreciate a 5-star review, and you can also share it with your family and friends. And as my mentor Jim Rohn shared with me, in order to have more, you must first become more. And in order to become more, you must work harder on yourself than you do on your job. So go out there today and work harder on yourself to become more and build the life of your dreams. Until next time, my friends.